Yeah, good evening. Good evening, class. Yeah, and welcome also. Welcome to New Year, new class. So today's class we'll see immediate after independent. Last class we have seen that immediate after independent. What are the development we able to see? Development related to the political, historical. All the development we have seen. Today we are going to complete immediate after independent. What was the administrative? What are the development related to administration? So that one, and of course making of the constitution. These two part we are going to cover today. Let me complete immediate after the independent. What administration? So administration, mm, y- that we are going to complete. Administration in the sense first 30 years Indian history. How after getting independent we able to get the uh, administration. So that easily we can complete with one small clue I will give. Try to remember. 1:3:5. Last class also I told basic fundamental principles I gave. After independent, we faced a lot of challenges. Among the challenges, the major challenge was none other than what type of government we are going to form. And in that government, we decided that democratic form of government we are going to. We decided that we are going to take the democratic form of government. What are the basic principles of democracy? I told you two democratic basic principle. One is election, another is political party, right? So elections for election, ours is representative democracy. So election is a part of our democracy, right? So for that we need the election. For election we need the political party. At that point also, I think last class I covered different type of political system are there. Political party system are there. One is a mono-party system. Second one is a bi-party system. In India, we are having the multi-party system. Okay, so multi-party system, different type of parties are there because of the large country, number one, populated country, number two, different type of linguistic. See, in India, due to the vastness, seventh largest in area, second in the population. If you'll compare with the European country, they are having some European countries single party or the mono party, but that's not possible in India because India is a multicultural country.
Sir,
Different
your
people,
voice
different
was not
opinion with
coming,
one or
sir.
two. Still,
Sir, your voice
Snehaji,
was
still it is
breaking,
problem.
sir.
Still,
Yes, sir.
now.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so video is creating problem. I think. Okay, you can listen now. Is it now clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, little slow. Also, I will say. European countries, they have small country. For example, if you'll see Belgium, it is equivalent to our Himachal, Haryana, or that is Madhya Pradesh. Italy is equivalent to Madhya Pradesh. Such type of smaller countries are there in Europe. That's why it is possible for them either bi-party system or single party system. But country like India, we have multi-party system. Okay. Uh, Multi-party system. Sanmukh. Any idea, Sanmukh? Multi-party system.
No, sir.
The multi-party means political parties are there. No, political party. Do you know, na Sanmukha?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
After so many days, we able to see Aditi ji also. Yeah. So political party, a group of people with certain aim and objective, forming one organization to contest the election and rule the country. Try to remember. Okay, they have some aim, they have some objective. They wanted to contest the election, they wanted to rule the country. That was the main objective of the political party. So in India, multi-party system means more than two party are there. For example, last class I told also, for example, if we'll go to China, single party we will get. There are small parties are there, they don't have any identity. Largest identical party is a single political party. Russia also having the same single political party. That such type of countries are having single political party, that is called as a mono political party, mono party system. If you'll go to America, you will get two party. Only two parties are there. For example, in America, Democratic Party one is there, and now Republic Party are there. That two are only two. If you'll go to England, in England also almost the two parties are there. One is the Labour Party, another is the Conservative Party. Am I audible now,
Yes,
Snehaji?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So this is the different party system in the worldwide. Monoparty, bi-party. In India, multi-party. What do you mean by multi-party? So many parties are there. Multi-party, more than two party are called as a multi-party. Okay. So this multi-party system is required because a country like India, large population, large culture, diverse, different type of people, different type of ideology, either one party or two party, we cannot. Then you can ask the question, how's the Russia? Yeah, try to remember, Russia is not democratic country. Russia is a socialistic country. That's why one party they can manage. Russia also one populated country. Okay, after India and China, Russia is the third populated country and a bigger country also. Then how sir Russia is having single party? Yeah, I am telling no, Russia is a not democratic country. Russia is a socialistic country. Their economic system, their system of the government quite different than India. India is a democratic party, democratic country principles. So that's why we unable to continue with the monoparty. That's why multi-party system we implemented. So our today's point of discussion is immediate after 1947 to 1977. What was the condition of India historically and politically? Both we are trying to cover it. So during these 30 years, yeah, I told one ratio. What is that? 1:3:5. What is this one? One is a single party. Three. During these 30 years, we able to get the three prime ministers. Five. During this time, we conducted five general elections. So, election, we are conducting election. In India, we are having elections. Let me little bit go toward the election. We are having different type of election. One is called as a direct election, indirect election. Next, general election, by election. Today class, you try to understand only these two terms: general election, by election. What do you mean by general election? The election which we are conducting once in a every interval time period. Vikramji, I hope you know this. Okay. General election for every.
Yes, sir.
What is the term, Vikramji, in India for general election?
So 5 years or the
5 years.
before the, I mean, say,
Yeah,
collapse of the
5 year.
government.
Yeah, for the 5 year, and only Rajya Sabha we are having the 6 year. That is not general election. That is going on term by permanent member. Okay, in India, general election we are conducting 5 years. Okay, every 5 years throughout the country or throughout the state we are conducting the election, and that is called as the general election. Between these 5 year children, if the seat remained vacant due to so many causes, we are not waiting till that 5 year. To fill the gap between these 5 year, we are conducting. Yeah, Bikramji, you're telling something. Continue.
No, sir, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, yeah. So between
Excuse me,
this,
sir.
yeah, Snehaji, tell.
So wanted to ask about the parties. How many parties does India have after the after independence?
Yeah,
And is RSS a political party?
no, 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 not. Don't be in that. Last time also I told you, Hindu Mahasabha, one organization we created. Okay, the RSS, next the Viswa Hindu Parishad, and Hindutva. These all are the sister association of Hindu Mahasabha. Hindu Mahasabha is not a political party at all. It is a socio-religious group, one type of. Okay, so during initial days of until the independent Hindu Mahasabha, it was one socio to organize to awake the nationalism among the Hindus. This was an socio organization, social organization, not the political party. Political party is that group who should get recognition by Election Commission of India. And Hindu Mahasabha is never went to the Election Commission. It was not recognized. So Hindu Mahasabha is an social organization, okay, to imbibe or to
Okay, sir.
keep all the people. And RSS is a sister association of Hindu Mahasabha. And RSS also not a political activity. It is completely separate from the political activity. Okay, so we are discussing about the direct election and by party general election, by election. So general election within 5 years. Within this 5 years, if any seat remain vacant either in the Lok Sabha or Legislative Assembly, to fill the gap, we are creating the election, and that election is called as a by election. Okay, due to some reason they are leaving this vacancy due to resign or not feeling well or that a suspension or the changing of the party. So many causes were there. Due to that, we are changing that, conducting the election. That is called as a by election. Okay. So now our question: this 30 years, 1947 to 1977, I told the ratio 1:3:5. If you'll remember, easily you can understand that concept. One is only one political party. We conducted 5 general elections. First independent India general election is 1952. 1947 we got independent. 1949 our constitution adopted. 1950 we implemented the constitution. General election we conducted 1951, 52. It took a little bit more. So final we are giving 1952. Some books you will get 1951, 52. So started the process 51, completed 52. Okay. So 1952 first general election we conducted. In that first general election, 5 years, okay, one general election, 5 year, 1952. Next, second general election, 52 plus 5, 57. Third general election, 62. Fourth general election, 50, 67. Fifth general election, 1971. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Vikramji, one question you should raise. 5 general election, did you note down?
Yes, sir.
Fifth general election. Fifth
Yes,
general
sir.
election. When did we conducted fifth general
1971, sir.
But actually, when we should conduct?
Sir, 5 years after.
Sir, after
Nine-
every 5 years.
Yes, sir. 52 means 52, 57. Second, 62, 67. Fourth, fifth one should be
72.
1972. But I told 1971.
Yes, sir, because maybe death of the president.
No. That is called as whenever we are conducting one election throughout the country within the completion of the term, middle of the term, then
Midterm
that is called as
elections.
midterm election. Midterm election. Okay, by that time Indira Gandhi came, she suspended the government before completion of the 5 year. She conducted the election that was called as a midterm election. Okay, detail we'll discuss in the midterm election that process. But now you try to understand only 5 general election we conducted. Okay, this is 1:3:5. 5 we completed. Then what is one? One is none other than only one political party dominated all these 5 general elections. We discussed in the history part. 1885 Indian National Congress formed. That party only contested the election. Of course there were several parties were there. Samajwadi Party, next Socialistic Party, next the Communist Party. Remember Communist Party in India 1921 it was created. Communist Party, so many parties were there. But when we conducted election, we are talking this election for Lok Sabha, okay, central government. So in that Lok Sabha central government, we conducted 5 elections up to 1971. All the 5 times, only one party dominated. That was none other than Indian National Congress. So that's why 1 over 1:3. Then what is 3? During this 30 years, during this 5 general election, only 3 prime ministers we able to get. Please note down these all are. The 3 prime ministers are none other than Jawaharlal Nehru, 1952. Of course, Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister of India in the that is interim government. Okay, interim government. But after election, is Congress party won, so he elected Prime Minister also. 1952 to 1964, he was a Prime Minister. 1964, right? After that, 64 he died. After that, yeah. Am I audible? 1965, Lal Bahadur Shastri came. Then Lal Bahadur Shastri had a great contribution that war and all this. We are going to discuss that. Next, after Lal Bahadur Shastri, we had Indira Gandhi. So these are the three prime ministers. Now I hope you understood clearly the three things. 1:3:5. Clear, Sanmukh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I unable to listen you clearly. Any doubt? If you understood this concept, then only you can understand this next
No
point.
doubts, sir. All clear, sir. No doubts, sir.
Yeah. So Charan, just now you attended. Did you understand what is 1:3:5? Charan,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
tell once what is one, sir? One
One is
indicative word, sir.
Jawaharlal Nehru, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. One is what?
One
Once you
is
listen,
one political party.
very good. Is to three. I told. What is that? Three indicates. Charan, you are
Sir,
talking with someone.
sir,
Hmm.
election.
No, no, Charan, you concentrate. Once you listen to Vikramji, he will say, then you can understand. Vikramji, please, once you
Yes,
clarify that.
one political party
Yeah,
and 5 general elections
three.
and 3 prime ministers.
Yeah, that is. So during this 30, Charan, please note down, during these first 30 years, one political party, that is one, three prime ministers, and five general elections. Okay, so this is what we able to get during first 30 years. Then let us know what are the challenges and how they able to overcome that. So let us go to first prime minister, that is Nehruji. Nehruji, if you'll see, every prime minister, they have two policies. One is a home policy, another is the foreign policy. Try to understand. One is called as a home policy, another is called as a foreign policy. What in by home policy? Within the country, whatever they are doing, that is called as a home policy within the country. Okay. And what are the relation with the foreign countries, other country, that is called as a foreign relation. First of all, let us see the Prime Minister Nehru's home policy, what he did. Immediate after coming to the power, 1947 to 1964, of course, we will calculate 1952 to 1964. That was the political period of Nehruji. Within the country, for India, what he did. So many challenges. Among the challenges, first challenge was none other than economic development. So for economic development, he implemented one of the interesting thing from Russia. Try to remember Russia, when Russia got the yeah revolution 1917 after Lenin, Stalin came to the power 1924. 1924, Stalin did a marvelous achievement in Russia by implementing the what planning, economic planning. Try to I hope you might have understood that economy in that you might have read that planning, coordination of the goals involving allocation and prioritization of the goals selected, coordination of the resource to be employed to achieve the goal in a specific time span. Anyhow, so 5-year plans we implemented 1915. That was the greatest contribution of Nehruji. First 5-year plan, second 5-year plan. These two 5-year plan, Nehruji concentrated on two activity. One is called as the agriculture, another is called as the industry. That was a demand, that was a need by that time to improve our economic, to improve our rapid economic development. So they focus on the agriculture and they focus on the industry. So let us see first 5-year plan, what did they do for agriculture? There was a need infrastructural development. These are all years in the history also we read a long back 646 last ruler of India, Harshavardhan. After that, till 1947, we were ruled by different rulers. No one bothered about India. They only bothered about how to exploit. But when we got independent, we have to improve our economic condition. To improve our economic condition, Nehru had taken the first step, rapid development of economy. To achieve that rapid development of economy, infrastructural development, agriculture. To improve the agriculture, there were so many problems, challenges. First one is related to irrigation. To provide the irrigation, they created that was none other than multi-purpose project. Bhakranangal was the first multi-purpose project. Like that, so many multi-purpose project he implemented, inaugurated. Number one. Number two, industry. So many industry as a second 5-year plan. So these are the major contribution related to economic development. And by that time, so many socio-economic problem. Economic problem we solved by planning. Social problem. What are the see? The British has implemented so many uh, programs according to their convenience. Jamindar system, in history we read that one. Jamindar system, Mahalwari system, which made Indian economy unequal. Rich became richer, poor became poorer. That was not a good economic system. Immediate after implementation of the government and the constitution, they abolished the Jamindar system first of all. They removed the Jamindar system, no more Jamindar system. Then another most important was the caste system. Okay, Gandhiji also during the freedom struggle, we discussed that the Dalits, Gandhiji also told if we won't remove the caste system, upcoming 200 years, we unable to get the independent. So caste was another challenge. So immediate after coming to the power, Nehruji abolished the Jamindar system, caste system. Untouchability that was removed from the Indian constitution by Article 17. And Jamindar system also removed. These are the basic need, the immediate need. So that was the contribution of Nehruji related to the home policy and very nicely making a constitution, basic infrastructure, basic requirement. Okay, constitution when we'll read by that time we'll go. But these are the things home policy, Nehru. Okay, along with that, Nehru's another problem is foreign policy. There little bit problem we faced. Foreign policy. Yeah. Are you? Yeah. There some children are there. Yes, Aswini, not a problem. Charanji and Sanmukhaji. Little bit concentrate. I'm going to explain little bit difficult part. Okay. Try to
Okay, sir.
understand. Note down, note down, note down. If any doubt, later on you can clarify from me. But now you try to understand. Little bit difficult part I'm going to cover now. So, Second World War, 1945. Okay. When Second World War completed in 1945, England, which was a powerful country, lost its power. Number one. Number two, this end of World War II led to rise of two powerful countries. One was America, another is Russia. By that time, they were called as USA and USSR. You remember America and Russia. Then America wanted to get the support from other world countries with its capitalistic system. Note down. Russia wanted to get the support of other world countries with its socialistic system. Sharon, did you write? America, capitalistic system. Russia, socialistic system. I'll say what is this capitalistic and socialistic, we'll discuss later on. But first try to understand America, capitalistic. Snehaji, Aditi I hope you're understanding. For you, it's not a problem. Yes, Swini,
Yes.
are you understanding now? Yes, Swini?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, America, which system? Yes, Swini? Did you write? No. Note down. America had the capitalistic, okay, capitalistic economic system. Russia had the socialistic economic system. Note down. As a result, once again, after the end of World War II, the world once again divided under the head of America and Russia. Okay, after the end of World War II, once again America divided in the two heads. Of course, during the World War II, both are one group, triple entente, or that is a allied power, but they divided the world into their economic system. Okay, one group was headed by America, another group was headed by uh, Russia. Try to remember one more point, note down. America later on joined in a group called, it created one group called NATO, NATO. Please note down. North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Under the NATO, they gave more importance to militarism. So also Russia created another group called Warsaw Pact. WARSHAW, Warsaw, the capital city of Poland. So in this NATO and Warsaw, they made the world into two military blocks. They gave more importance to
Sir, can you tell again?
militarism. Which part?
That
Sharon?
America created one group, na sir.
NATO, NATO. Note down. NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. North Atlantic Treaty Organization. By making North Atlantic Treaty Organization, America made a military group. Till now it is working. NATO is still now working. So many countries military they are supporting to America. If any problem are there, they are going. Of course, I hope Bikram ji and Aditi ji know about this. Okay, because remain a little bit new. Bikram ji, any idea? No, I hope you know this NATO and SETO and CENTO.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very good, sir.
Yeah. So that is only. As they are a little bit new to that, I have to say a little slow. Anyhow, NATO and Warsaw made Russia and America two military bloc. Two military bloc. Okay, they gave importance to militarism. In the meantime, so many Afro-Asian countries they got independent. In the meantime, after the World War II, they formed the UNO, and that UNO able to make so many Afro-Asian countries, and these Afro-Asian countries got independent. Now, for these Afro-Asian countries, there is an option: either they have to support with the America or they have to support to Russia. So by the time Nehru had uh, great contribution. He created a unique program. Instead of joining with, this is the important point, Nehru. Instead of joining with America and Russia, they created one independent organization that was called as NAM. Please note down. NAM, Non-Alignment Movement. So the world till today remember Nehruji because of his this contribution for the formation of NAM, Non-Alignment Movement. And this non-alignment movement created by all the Afro-Asian countries, and they are now recognized as the third world countries. America with first world country, Russia with the second world country, and these NAM countries are the third world countries. Okay, I hope you understood this. The contribution of
Excuse
Nehru
me, sir.
related to, yes, Nehaji.
Sir, is Israel a part of NATO?
By the time Syria, Jordan, no, Israel is not a part of NATO due to Gulf crisis and Israel and all this Gaza, Israel, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon problem. NATO interfere in that. Even Afghanistan also the crisis when it was started, NATO interfered. So America, as it is a permanent member of UNO, wherever any political crisis, military crisis occurs, NATO, America is sending through the UNO NATO to those countries. Okay, so that is the reason.
So, sir,
I'll see this NATO.
sorry, sir, to
See,
interrupt, but then I wanted to ask
huh.
that the main aim of NATO is to provide military support and freedom to.
Yeah, to solve the crisis of the worldwide. If any world
sir.
country facing any sort of crisis, it is beyond the geographical, not American supported country, worldwide. If any sort problems are there related to militarism, uh, any problem are there, then they are trying to support it. Okay. Detail regarding NATO, all this in other classes, in separate classes, we'll discuss. Okay. So I hope now, what is this NAM? Can anyone explain the NAM within 2-3 points? Aditi ji?
Sir,
Yeah.
NAM is basically non-alignment movement where
Yeah.
it was initiated by Nehru ji.
Very good.
He was
Against is that.
sir.
Against to? This group
Uh,
is against to?
it's against to America and Russia. Not
Yeah,
exactly against, but like
against
not
to. Yeah,
aligned with them.
align with them. Very good. Aditi, good. You have that concept. As I am taking small that Charan and all these, no. So from that point of view, I have to see. Basically, when they created this NAM, they clearly declared that without joining America and Russia, they've clarified that. That doesn't mean that we are not opposing you people. No, we are not opposing because you people are militarism and we all Afro-Asian countries got independent recently. We wanted to improve our socio-economic political condition. So that's why with your support, we are going to form that. Okay, they are not opposing, but they were not the part of that now, first world and the second world. Anyhow, now that was one of the greatest contribution of Nehruji, along with Nehruji, Dr. Sukarno of Indonesia, next the John Gutelalwala of Sri Lanka, next the Marcel Tito of Yugoslavia. In Yugoslavia, the greatest leader was Marcel Tito. Okay, next the Nazir Hussain of Egypt. So these all are the prominent leaders, near about 23, 24 leaders. Finally, they signed at Bandung. Bandung is a city in the Indonesia. There they made the sign. Anyhow, the credit of NAM, the brainchild of Nehru is the NAM to separate Afro-Asian countries from the military group. That is the greatest contribution of Nehruji related to the foreign relation. So that we cannot, that is one of that. Along with that, yeah, along with that, one more contribution, important contribution of Nehruji is none other than Panchashil, 5 principles, Panchashil movement of with our neighbors, how to behave with the neighbor countries. He made the 5 principles: non-aggression, non-interference, maintaining peace and cordial relation. Okay, solving the issue with bilateral talk. Okay, in maintenance of sovereignty, integrity, such type of principles he maintained with our neighbor countries. And that 5 principles we popularly called as a Panchashil principles. Punch seal 5 principles. Punch means 5 principles. 5 principles he implemented. So for these activity, Nehru is very popular. Of course, during his period, we had 2 wars also that we'll discuss later on. One war is with Pakistan, another war with the China. That war also we had with the Nehru. So this is uh, the historical development during this first 30-year contributed from Nehruji. And as I told you, political development and political development political activity next, that is related to the yeah, different type of socio. Next, the evolutionment of the jamindar system and untouchability. These all are great. One more problem he faced, that is none other than reorganization of the state. But he perfectly escaped from that without giving much importance. He escaped from that. That problem faced by Shastriji, SRC, State Reorganization Committee, and Linguistic State, and Hindi as a national language. These are all problems he faced, but he did not bother much on that. Easily he escaped and he concentrated on economic and political issues. That is one we completed. Next two, one is Lal Bahadur Shastri and Indira Gandhi ji. 2 minutes are there. We can complete that Lal Bahadur Shastri ji. 2 wars I told you.
1 minute, sir.
One,
1
yeah,
minute
ma'am.
left. Yeah. You
Shall we
want to sum
rejoin,
it
ma'am?
up or again we will join?
Let me complete summit, ma'am. Next class we can
Yeah.
complete that remaining
Right,
part.
right.
Okay, so children, little bit difficult part. Try to listen, and once again you write your own key points, then only we can understand. It is not that easy to remember, so make small points. And especially Yashaswini, Charanji, Sanmukji, if any doubt, you can make a personal call in the evening any of the time. I don't think that is Vikramji, Snehaji and Aditiji any problem. Even though you have any
Sir?
doubt, you can make a call. Yeah, Sanmukh.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Sanmukh.
Sir, once tell your number, sir.
Sir.
Once tell your number, sir. Number, sir.
My number
I will add
you will
you.
get it from